Alright, the big day is soon. The 7-star selector will be ours. When I'm recording this, it is tomorrow, so very, very soon. And just one more piece of advice before we get into the video. Pick who you like. That is the biggest piece of advice I can give you. If you want to pick for meta, then go ahead. It can be Maul, it can be Emma Frost. Just make sure you truly like the champion, because you can never do this again. You can never just pick a champion guaranteed again from this batch of 6. So just please make sure that you really think about it, really make sure that you like this champion and you are committed to just enjoying this character, and just have fun with it, right? Just have fun with it, because it is such a rare thing to get, and just please make the most out of it. And I'm here to help. I'm here to give some final advice on each of these champions. So let's just not waste any time and let's get right into it. So out of these 6 champions, the most popular pick will probably be Ebony Maw, and for good reason. He is a very strong defender, but if you want to prepare for that, then I think the best pick for you might be Ant-Man. And here's why. Ant-Man is just a hard counter to Ebony Maw. He counters him in every way possible. He has buff immunity, he has access to a miss counter, he just really shreds Ebony Maw. So if you are scared of Maw in Battlegrounds, then I think Ant-Man is honestly a pretty great pick. And Ant-Man is not just a Maw counter. He is great with his immunities to poison and shock. He has access to a lot of power sting and poison damage. Or not power sting damage, but his poison's pretty good at least. And he is just a pretty solid champion. And on defense, he is a pretty great time stall because his glancing is super annoying and his health pool is one of the highest in the game. So Ant-Man, I feel like, is honestly a great pick. So if you want Ant-Man, have no shame. He is a good pick. I can tell you that he is a great pick. He might want to be awakened for more comfort, but honestly, even unawakened, he can be used very, very well. He just may be a bit stressful is all. So if you want to just have a Maw counter there at the ready, Ant-Man, great pick. And now let's talk about Ebony Maw himself. So Ebony Maw, I've seen a lot of posts about this already. If you have 7-star Ebony Maw from the Legend Selector, from like the 7-hour crystals, please do not dupe this guy. His dupe is so overrated, it is insane. So what it does is, whenever you miss him, he inflicts a degen onto you. And it is of okay potency, but here's the thing. 1, if you play Maw right, you barely ever miss against him. And 2, if you do miss, there's already that one massive degen from his mission. So it just feels really unnecessary, because you're just adding onto a already strong degen with a weaker degen. It doesn't really make any sense. And the second part of it is just super trash, to be honest, because it takes so long to access it. So yeah, Ebony Maw, if you have him already, please do not awaken him. He's fine unawakened. The awakened ability is pretty dang minuscule, so I just feel like it's not worth it if you already have him as a 7-star. If you don't have a defender though, he is pretty much the best pick out there, because he is the strongest defender in the batch. And on attack, he's decent, but I feel like every other character in the batch is a better attacker, to be honest. So there is that. Maw, I think, he's a good pick for sure. If you want a good defender, he is your guy. He is your go-to guy for this Legend Selector. Now, honestly, Emma Frost is just great. There is like no notes here, there's no warning. She is just a good pick. She has great attack value, she has great defensive value. She is just a very solid champion. She has great immunities, her damage output is fantastic. She is just good. Like, she is just a good pick, a great all-around character. And if you don't want defense solely, then I feel like she is the best pick to go with, if you want to pick like the best one. But of course, pick who you want, pick who you like. But yeah, no notes here, just Emma Frost is great. Nice champion. That's pretty much about it. Next up is Sam Wilson, and Sam Wilson is in that boat too. He is just a good pick. He has some very strong utility. His defensive value is pretty good as well, because he has that very annoying auto block and that very menacing SP2. And on attack, he is not the strongest damage dealer, but he will be pretty decent as a 7-star. So there is that. But here is a pretty big note. Sam Wilson with the signature ability gets a massive attack rating increase. And at rank 4 Max Sig, he has more attack rating than a 7-star rank 2 Sam Wilson. So keep that in mind. However, Sam Wilson is a dual threat champion. He is not just an attacker. So I feel like the best thing to do is to still pick 7-star Sam Wilson if you want to invest in a Sam Wilson, because he does get them more health. He has a stat focus as well. And I think it is just more valuable to have him as a dual threat champion. But yeah, Sam Wilson is great. I think he is a fantastic character with his utility and his dual threat value. And so far, I think he is going to be my choice for the 7-star selector, but more on that tomorrow. And next up is Black Panther. And Black Panther is a very cool character, but a massive warning here. When he's unawakened, he loses two things. He loses his very strong Purify, and he loses his defensive ability accuracy reduction. So those two things are very valuable for him, so it is a pretty massive loss. However, he is still a pretty nice damage dealer, so if you want that, then I think he is a pretty solid pick. He has some fantastic damage output and is insanely fun to play. So if you like the character, then 1000% pick him. He is so cool. But just be warned, if you really like Black Panther, then I would just rank for the 6-star and awaken him, because the awakened ability is just so strong. But yeah, still, unawakened, great damage dealer, great champion animations wise, very fun to play. And if you like him, then by all means, please pick him. But if you want to make the best pick, then I would just skip on him, because there are better skill champions and he is just missing too much for me personally when he's unawakened. And then we have Red Goblin, and with Red Goblin here, if you like him, then just pick him. Like, that's all I have to say. If you like the character, which he is a very cool champion, then yeah, just pick him. But High Sig really does help him, and he is not the best champion out there. He's pretty cool. When he's awakened, he is pretty dang strong. But there are better Cosmics for sure. There are better champions in this batch for sure. So he's just like a fun pick. If you think he's fun, then go ahead. But if you want the best pick, I think there are a lot of better options, to be honest. But he's still pretty cool. So there is that. I don't know. I wouldn't do it. I know people will do it, which is great, because yeah, pick who you like for sure. But if you want the best pick, I would just definitely skip on this one. But yeah, that's all the champions in the selector. Just some last bit of advice here before you make your pick. Pick who you like, right? Just pick who you like, have fun with it. You'll never get this again unless you get lucky on the 7-hour crystals, which, you know, can't happen for sure, so keep that in mind. So yeah, just, I don't know, have fun with it. Tell me who you want to pick in the comments below. I would love to hear it. And yeah, I might go with Sam Wilson. I might go with Ant-Man. Those are the top two probably so far. But who would y'all like me to pick? That's honestly a good question to ask, right? So I guess comment that below as well. But let me know your thoughts on the selector. I think it is pretty great overall. It is a great pro player move, 100%. Like a free 7-star. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. And yeah, that's about it for me.